is happening out there? Hey, JT here in the studio, Studio 10-4 live. And it is another weekly edition of the update and what's going on out there. And we haven't quite got our background all in here. I guess I better get it together and make it happen. What do you think? Let's try Studio 10-4. What do you think? There it is. All right. How you guys doing, man? Another week's gone by, and things are good here on this end. For me, it's all about getting the jobs done that I got in front of me, and taking care of my health, and making sure that I stay in rhythm. Of all things, that's where the key thing is. Normal sinus rhythm, in fact, is where it's at. Yeah, it sounds kind of crazy, but the things we do when we get older, I know, right? We're getting old. Some of us are older as the days and the weeks go on. So anyway, thanks for jumping in. Dan's in the show already, and he's a busy guy right now. So that's much appreciated that he's jumping in here and showing up for today. Hi, Kelly. How are you? I'm still sorry I missed you over at the JDT barbecue. We'll have to work something out and catch you guys when you're coming up through my area again another time. And I just smoked a brisket the other night, and it is delicious. I had a brisket sandwich for lunch today when I came home from my day job. So Stephanie, the diesel addict, in with us, and Miss Shannon, who's early. Linz, like how I did that. Yeah. Anyway, Shannon's in here, and Stephanie and Kelly and Dan, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of others joining us out here today. Don't have anybody in the studio today but me, but that's okay. I got a few things to chat about. Got some cool updates from 10-4 from the home office, and big things are coming our way for 10-4 magazine. They always seem to be. There seems like there's always some kind of new milestone going on, and we've got another one coming up, and that's our 30th anniversary. And I am pretty stoked because I just saw the picture, Dan and Stephanie. Thank you. I made the cut. Ho! Jeff Patella, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, cocktail in hand. Cheers to all you adult beveragers. There we go. A little PBR happening. You don't have to get off my porch. Unless, and we got Jamie Williams and Miss Jean Asuji. Good to have you, Jean. Good to have you on the show. Hope Jean's doing well. Jamie, doing well. Jamie, we're going to be seeing you soon, buddy. Speaking of which, I'm going to digress here a moment. Just bought our tickets, got everything set and in motion for GBATS. So look out, Joplin. Team 10-4 is headed your way again. It's sad on one hand, flying into Joplin, as some of you, if you're going from our side of the country, will find out, it's no easy task. We're actually going to fly in to Tulsa and then rent a car, drive an hour and a half to get into Joplin. So the flights going into Joplin apparently are just not that choice. I haven't looked yet because I'm square, and so is Dan and Shan. They've got their flights, and we're all going to meet in Tulsa and then drive on over. But it seems like once the dust settled, literally from the tornadoes and everything that went on in Joplin, some years back, they've found that it's just not profitable probably to fly in there. So, airlines are just something else, man. Airlines and Jamie, Springfield is closer than Tulsa. Yeah, it is. Hey, man, I'm not the travel advisor here, so it's a done deal. I don't know if Springfield was an option. Dan or Shan will have to attest to that, whether it was or not. But that being said, we're set. We're good. We got a little drive each way, but that's okay. Anyway, we'll get there. It'll be fine. It's going to be a great show. A lot of different things are happening. Thursday, Friday, Saturday are show days. Thursday, and just off top of my head, Thursday is the Demolition Derby. Friday is going to be monster trucks and truck and tractor pulls. And then Saturday, the convoy. We will be live streaming. There it is, Jamie, the answer, but more expensive to Springfield. So that's the thing. Yeah. And let me finish the thought. So airlines and rental cars. Anybody doing any traveling, y'all out there doing traveling, I know you are, and you fly in somewhere and rent a car, and you go to the desk, the counter to go pick up your car. You had a reservation, and they say, we don't have any cars. And you say, well, but we have a reservation. Well, that's true, you did, but that doesn't guarantee you a car, as we have found out. So, whatever, I know, look, the world's a different place, post pandemic, but we're still people and business is still business, man. What the hell? Are we not able to conduct ourselves in the professional manners that we used to ensure customer satisfaction and trust and the things that we do with the people we do business with? Man, I'll tell you, it is interesting out there. Last night, I was absolutely inspired, of all things in all places, dinner at Red Robin. And I love going in and getting their tavern burger menu, which they're smaller burgers, but double patties, and they're $10. And you get the endless side. And you can pick a side: garlic fries, salad, whatever. They've got a bunch of different broccoli, if that's your thing. I asked my server if I could mix it up, but she said, "Yeah, it'd be like a buffet." So no, it's gonna you pick one and that's it. So I got the garlic fries, and it was delicious. But the point being is, man, this place, it was in Grants Pass, and the gal behind the bar, the server, was hustling, and I mean, she had to hustle or else she'd have been buried back there. And as it were, there was another server that came up to the bar to get a milkshake that the gal had made. Milkshakes are big at Red Robin for some reason. Anybody ever been to Red Robin? And I mean, you go in and you walk by the bar and you can see the bartender making all these shakes, and they're delicious. That being said, she had a bunch of them on the bar ready to be picked up, and the server came over, started to load her tray, knocked one over. Oh man, the worst. I felt sorry for the gal who knocked it over. Felt sorry for the server who's just kind of looking at her like, "What did you just do?" And she had to make up another one, and he would get her out of there. But this gal hustled anyway. Longer story short, I tipped her real well at the end, and I told her, I said, "Hey, I tipped you because you hustle. Nobody hustles anymore, and you did, and you do. Keep it up. Don't ever change a thing, And she was very appreciative, and I knew that she was probably needing some love because it was a rough afternoon or evening in there at Red Robin, but she got through it and had a great attitude and did a really good job serving everybody up. So inspiring, to say the least. I hope to share that and have it be inspiring to others that are out there, man. I don't, folks watching the show, I think you guys are all hustlers, man. I'll tell you what, every one of you. I know Stephanie is. I know Shannon and Jeff and Dan, Jamie. Yeah, a lot of hustlers right here in this group, man, or else they wouldn't be where they're at in life. So hats off to you, and keep up the good work as always. Kelly, yeah, I didn't mean to leave you out there either, and Jean. Jean's kicking it though. Jean's in a different gear. She's kind of in cruise control and coasting now, and deservedly so. So we appreciate Jean for all the hard work she did early on in 10-4. And the things that I'll share with you here in a minute will be kind of cool to look at, and you guys will get it here when I talk about it. And Dan, you are hustling every day, buddy. I guarantee it. I know you are. Peter Henderson, how are you, buddy? How's things across the pond, man? Good to have you on the show. As I was going to say, and will now, 10-4 magazine seems like there's always a milestone, and there's been so many. I've been fortunate enough to be a part of a few. One of them, the most recent, being the 25th anniversary. In fact, I was wearing my 25th anniversary shirt just the other day. I am now donning I think they call it the Orange Sunshine or Orange Burst or something. Dan, you had a name for this shirt. This is an old school 10-4 shirt that Eric gave me when I first started with 10-4 and being part of 10-4, Team 10-4, and it's still a great shirt. That is the Splash shirt. Thank you, sir. So anyway, we have a 30th anniversary coming up. And the 30th anniversary, we're going to celebrate the hell out of it in Joplin. And once we are there in Joplin, there are going to be things available. The way things are going to be in Joplin, it's a little bit different this year. So make sure you find your 10-4 gear and get yours because it's going to go quick. It's pretty bitching, and we want you to make sure you get some. What I mean by that is we will not be selling swag at the tent at our booth. There's going to be one big swag booth, one big swag tent, if you will, that the Chrome Shop Mafia is going to be putting on. They're gonna man it or girl it. They're gonna put the people together that are gonna do what they do there, and just get in there and find 10-4, find your 10-4 swag, 10-4 gear, and get yours. Now, the best way you're going to get something for sure if we run out of stuff there, and this is going to be for some special things that are coming out, and this is going to be number one, our 30th anniversary poster. If you have a subscription, you need to get, if you don't have a subscription, you need to get your subscription by September 1st to get a free poster with your magazine. So there's going to be a limited supply that's going to be available to hand out at remaining shows throughout the year. GBAT Souza, Cal Trucking Show, that's the one in Ontario, and the Bobtail Apparel Show in Dixon. Can't wait to do that again. And Annette, I hope you guys are going to be at that one. That was too fun with you. So we want to make sure that you guys are there. And by the way, hot as hell in Riverdale. Yeah, I don't know what it is there, but I'm looking at my weather station here. It's 105 today in my neck of the woods. That's just not very fun. So I'm hanging out downstairs in the Studio 10-4 live facility, and it is nice and cool. In fact, it's 70 degrees in here right now, so I'm good. And I got a nice cold PBR, so cheers, everybody. Delicious. So posters, now that I've let the cat out of the bag, so to speak, 111 in Kelly, you know what? Redding is like the freaking hottest stinking thing in California next to Palm Springs, I think. It just flat out gets hot in Redding. So I'm sorry, darling. Yeah, man, that's what I call 100 and stupid, you know. The weather's just 100 and stupid. Yeah, you know, it's just crazy. And that's just too hot. Subscribe sooner. Well, yeah, Stephanie, we're saying the same thing, but thanks for the input. Yeah, it is subscribe before. You got to get a subscription by September 1st. So meaning get it as soon as you can. Do it now. Go to 10-4magazine.com. Go to the subscription tab. Go to our Facebook page. Click on there. You'll access it that way. Depending on where you're at, the easiest access is going to be one of those two locations. Go to the website or go on Facebook, and it'll take you there directly. So the poster, I wish I had the drum roll. I don't, but ladies and gentlemen, the 30th anniversary poster of 10-4 magazine right there in front of you, and it is beautiful. And I am pretty stoked because there is a shiny hiney in there, as well as a lot of trucks that seem to be in and around that era, which, you know what? Some cool things about being who we are as humans in the world today, and that is things like being on the earth when Led Zeppelin, Van Halen, AC/DC, ZZ Top, Leonard Skinner, Aerosmith, you know, the list goes on. Think about all those bands that were our era came out of our era, right? And here you look at this 30th anniversary truck and see this is it right here. This is the family tree, so to speak, of 10-4 magazine. And I was talking about what a great the great things that Gene and of course Dan and Shannon and Eric all did back in the day. Well, there's a great picture of the four of them right here that you guys can check it out. Now, to get one of these, again, you have to be subscribed before September 1st to get it. So get subscribed, get your poster. Info on the poster. This poster apparently features around 100 or so ish of our either any current, I don't know if it's current, but past cover trucks and folks and shows, and just from around here and there. And I just love looking at some that I was at when we did the photo shoots too. So there's a lot of cool connection in here for me. I love that. And can't help but love it, man. JDT up there at the top, love that. That truck is still running and moving every day. I wish I knew more my old truck. You got um, Don Wood down there. I'm terrible. I'm like, I can quote you. I can do the good in the Bible, but I can't quote you the scriptures verse and chapter and verse. But I'll tell you, it's a good book. There's a lot of cool shots in there. The Outlaw truck in there, Dan. I see that, and uh, Dino and that K Dub that he built. These are all from back in the day, man. And I realize you're going to go back 30 years, but these seem to be a lot from the era that I was part of. That Magini family, of course, represented well in there. The list goes on. So, if you're watching the show and you see this, pick yourself out. Tell me you're in there. I'd love to know that. Or if you know somebody in there, that's awesome too. A lot of great trucks, a lot of great stories, which most of, I think, if not all, are available for you guys to check out. So go to our website, and I'll show you here in a bit how to do that. And you can look up the great stories. You can look at this truck, any truck that that was, or want to look up that was a cover truck. We have those listed. Just go in, find the picture of the cover truck, and click on it, and it'll bring you to where you need to go, so you can check out that whole story, relive the moment, and it's all in there. Even my old truck from back in 2002, and it's up there in the top, right there next to the 30 years there on the right, showing its shiny hiney. So yeah, thanks Dan for getting me in there, brother. I appreciate that. There's also going to be a 30th anniversary shirt making its debut at GBATS. And I keep saying GBATS, if you guys don't know, and I know everybody in here, Guilty by Association Truck Show. And yeah, you're going to want to be there for that one. And especially if you want to get the anniversary shirt, that'll be making its debut at GBATS. Don't have it to show you a sneak peek of that yet. Final artwork gets approved, then we'll get that over here, and we'll be launching that shirt, and you guys will get a look at it, but you won't be able to get your hands on it. And yeah, Jamie, I would imagine you're on all of our lists, buddy. So I'm hoping to get some good barbecue while we're there. I want to hit my favorite fireworks, booze, and cigar store. So the people who have been there know there's a store right next to Chrome Shop, to Four State Trucks, and it sells fireworks, cigars, and booze. Three things that are near and dear to me that I can have a lot of fun with, and in any order. It doesn't matter. So, Jamie, it'll be in your 5-pack. So if anybody out there, there's a great way to get 10-4 magazine right there too, by the way. Get you your 5-pack, man. Get a 5-pack. Get a 5-pack of magazines every month delivered to you. They come in basically a soft cardboard envelope, and they're protected and they're beautiful, and they come to you. You can share them with your friends, pass them out, and get 10-4 out there in everybody's life. And it's a very affordable subscription, man. Both the monthly single and the 5-pack. So check it out. Go to 104magazine.com and look under the subscriptions tab. And like I said, I'll show you that in a minute. But anyways, back to the store. The store is great. So I always take the golf cart over there from the show, because that's kind of, it's one of those things you just get in your golf cart, and that's how you pretty much get around the whole show. You're either doing that or you're walking, and I'm not going to walk around that show. It's just too damn big. But then you go down there and get yourself some fireworks, maybe. Cigars, they have my go-to stick, which is amazing. And they have everything under the sun selection of beer and booze. So it's quite the setup. And yeah, that's That's a great place to go check out. Anyway, hope you guys like the poster. Those of you that have a subscription, you're going to get yours. And those of you that don't have a subscription, the only way you're going to get yours is if you get subscribed before September 1st. So don't wait around. Just do it now. Get it done and get yourself set up so you can get your magazine and get done. Oh, also, want to give credit where credit is due. And the poster, of course, was a joint effort. A lot of pictures, of course, got to come out of the 10-4 archives to make that happen. And our editor, Dan, picking out the photographs, and Stephanie putting them all together and helping in that process to get it done. So thanks, Steph, for again for getting that done and getting my truck in the mix. I appreciate it. There's just not enough transfers out there, and certainly not enough of CTR trucking out there. We got to get more of that. I love the work, and love the truck. That was a great time in my life. I enjoyed the hell out of trucking. I do miss it. Would I do it again now? Well, if I had to, yes. Would I make it a choice to do now? Probably not. You know, I talk to people all the time, and especially around us, West Coast, it's tough. It's not easy. And yeah, Jamie, Stephanie, giving you some love there. Jamie said thanks for letting him make the cut. It looks cool. So I agree. Yeah, we didn't end up on the floor there, Jamie. We ended up on the poster. So we done good. And congratulations, by the way. Congratulations to everybody that made the cut and made the poster, because that's a milestone. I can't wait to get my copy and get it hung up. In fact, I would love to frame one of those. That's, I think, probably the best one I've seen. Not to take away from any past efforts, Dan, but that sure is a good looking poster. I would like to get one hanging on my wall in my office and in the studio too. Maybe there's room over here. We'll see. Notice I got the new wall up here in the back, so hope you guys are enjoying that. I've got more stuff to put up there. We'll see what I can get done. I might be able to get that kind of like right up in there somewhere. That would be cool to get that hung up in there. Anyway, some shows that happened this last weekend. Waupun, and I had hoped to get our team member. Thanks, Dan. I appreciate that. I know you know a guy. If anybody knows a guy, Dan knows a guy. I wanted to get Eric on the show. Eric's a little under the weather, so I'm not feeling good. He's got flu, I guess, is going around. So y'all be careful out there with that. I'm a little in the wonder. Let's just say, I hate to say worried, in the wonder about flying again and being cooped up in a basically a tube full of people, and you don't know who and whatever. So kind of take your chances as you go. But to go to Joplin, I hope everything is going to be safe and we get that without any mishaps or anything to make us sick either when we get there or coming back. Sure, but Eric's going to feel better here in a few days, we hope, and we'll have him on the show. Wanted to also say hi to the guys over at the Kenworth 100th anniversary. We'll get them on here too. We may have to do something special to make that happen because these guys are so busy that the schedules just don't jive with our timeline. So we'll do a pre-recorded spot and we'll play it back for you guys. Things that are coming up this weekend. In fact, I'm going to take you on over here to share with you. Let's see. I got to bring it up here now that I just killed that. Excuse me. Let's go on over to. There we go. As I said on the previous moment there, subscribe. It's real simple. Head on over. Events, which is my favorite tab on here, and I'll show you something else too that'll help you. And it's a little different than it was last time, so I want to make sure you guys all know where it's at. And these are the archived area, so it's all right over here, and that's current archives as well as articles prior to 2011 it's back. It's down here. So all you have to do is click on it, and it'll take you back to 2000, 2002. I can't remember now, but coming up next uh, for us is Brooks. That's August 25th and 26th. Dan and Shannon, myself, will be up in Brooks, Oregon. Looking forward to that. That for me is about a 4-hour drive, so get some wheel time and get to hang out on the road and stop along the way and maybe meet some new folks. Drop in on some and say howdy. Laid Back is also going on. That's going to be going on this weekend, and then TNN Truck Show, Stearns County Fairgrounds, No Coast. That's a big show every year. And then on down the line. I could go every one of them. I'll let you guys check it out. Get on over to 104magazine.com events, and you can look up any show that we have going on between now and the end of the year. Mayberry, Souza, of course, going to be happening. We'll be there. Team 10-4 will be gathering together again for the Souza Memorial in Turlock, California at the Stanislaus County Fairgrounds. And then California Trucking Show, there'll be some Team 10-4 members down there, and then the Bobtail Apparel Show will be at that down in Dixon, California again. So looking forward to them all. Again, over here, if you guys are paying attention, like I said, archived articles, anything you want. You can select by the month and the year. You can select by a category. You can also go up here into galleries, and this is the one I like because you can just go to the covers gallery and you can click on any one of these guys and it'll take you where you want to go. Hey, look at that. And that's the 2023 edition of the Magini trucks right there, 20 years and later. All there for you. Check them out anytime. And there's a lot of them. I'm not sure how far back we go, but I'll find out right here for you right now. October 2010. There you go. So a lot to be looked at, a lot to be had on the website. It's better than ever. I think it's a great looking site, and I think they did a pretty good job with it. So more to come, I'm sure, on the website, but looking good on its early stages of being born, and a new website for us here at 10-4. So thanks to our webmaster, John Hambro. Appreciate you for being a big part of that process and getting that in there and getting it done. So Bob Harley, what's going on, man? Is Bob here? I didn't see him drop in, or we just saw a picture of one of his truck, but probably of his truck in the poster, but I'm not seeing him. So if he's there, Bob, if you're there, buddy, how you doing? Good to see you. And congratulations. I guess you either have or are going to be getting married. So better you than me, buddy. Good luck. And have a good time with that. I'm hoping the best for anybody taking the vows. You guys do it and enjoy. Not much else for me today. Things are going to be cruising along here till the end of the month. There's a lot of stuff going on between now and then. Next week, as I said, we'll all be up in Brooks, Oregon. Hope to see a lot of you there at that show. It's going to be a great one. Brooks is always a good turnout and a good time. Even though I've never been there, just reading the show reports and seeing all the pictures and video of it, I'm looking forward to being there at that show this year. Dan, I think, is on the same page as myself. So, yeah. Anything else going on out there? And listen, I'm always asking, but you guys have somebody you want to see on the show? Drop me a line. Let me know who it is. I'll go after him. I've got some people that I've got in mind, but I certainly don't mind taking recommendations from you out there and getting people you'd love to hear get interviewed on the show and tell us what's up in their life. Let's do that. You guys, anybody you can think of, go ahead and get them on over to me. Don't forget about the 30th anniversary 10-4 magazine poster. Get your subscription in before the 1st of September. And if you do, you will get a poster in your subscription when it gets delivered to you in your magazine. So that's going to be a good one. One of my favorite pictures of Dan and Eric here together. That's a good one. And then, of course, again, the four of the original Team 10-4 right there, and literally Team 10-4 because there's 4 of them. Love that. So great job, guys. Again, Dan and Stephanie, excellent job. Take a sip. You got it, man. I have no problem doing that. We have a little PBR here. Mm. And it is ice cold, so that makes it even taste a lot more better. More better. All right, y'all. Listen, it's always a pleasure to be here on the show with you. Thanks for dropping by. As I said again, a shorter show today, but we'll make it a little better and more interesting next week. Get some guests lined up for you. Eric Hill hopefully can be feeling better and get him to share with us the Waupun report and anything else that might be going on. You guys have a great rest of your week. I will see you soon and take care. Stay safe. Keep the shiny side up, everybody. Um, hey, Ethan, the poster is 30. I can tell you that exact answer to that question. The poster size, I guess I didn't say 34 by 22. So it's a big one. 34 by 22. So yeah, man, get yourself a 34 by 22 frame so when that thing shows up, man, you can get it. Jeff, good to have you on the show, buddy. Thanks for tuning in. Yep, Ethan, you got it right on there, man. Get yourself a frame, 34 by 22. And Gene, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. Love the hell out of you. Take care. We'll talk next week.